What's up, guys, and welcome back. I'm back here at Lexus of Sarasota in their back lot, and I'm here to answer the question which I'm sure a lot of people are asking. Is the ES300H F-Sport handling a true luxury vehicle, or is it just a dressed up Camry? So I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle, starting from the exterior, interior technology, and the test drive. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this tour. And if at any time of watching this video you feel the urge to subscribe, there is a red button at the bottom of this video. Go ahead and click that. And now let's get back to this. And as far as the design, as you can see, nothing has really changed since 2023 model year. Now, this particular example is the ES300H with F-Sport handling, so it has some of the more sporty features, but it's also super gas efficient. So let's take a look what we see in the front. First of all, you can see, now this is upgrade, a triple beam LED headlamps with this signature daytime running lights. Scrolling down, you have this trim piece which is partially open, so it helps with air circulation, and this typical to Lexus grille, a Lexus logo front view camera. This is all in this piano black, but it is surrounded by this smoked chrome trim, looking really sharp, really sporty. Now let's pop the hood and let's see what we have underneath it. Hood struts, that's a huge plus in my book. Sound insulation should be nice and super quiet. Underneath the hood you'll find a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine with a hybrid system. Total output 215 horsepower, just slightly more than on the Camry hybrid, and the gas mileage is incredible at 44 combined. Now this is mated to a CVT transmission. I can't wait to take it for a test drive at the end of this video. And as we go around the corner, you'll see the side profile, which is very elegant, nice, and sporty. And let's check this out. What do we have here as far as the wheel and tire setup? You have the upgraded black rims. They're 19-inch in diameter, 235, 40 is the size of the tire. You have the F-Sport badging. It's important to mention one thing. This one has what Camrys don't, which is the adaptive suspension if you get the F-Sport handling package on it. And check this out, right behind here you have this more insulation to transfer less noise into the cabin. I like how they did the mirrors with this piano black on top. You have this stripe that is the turn signal and the chrome at the bottom. And right there inside of the mirror you also see there's a blind spot assist. As far as the surroundings of the windows, you have chrome with the black pillars. Overall, an awesome looking vehicle, nice, sporty, and stylish. Definitely like the shape of it better than the Camry. Let's take a look in the back and see what we have. First of all, take a look at this trunk spoiler that's built in here, again for better aerodynamics. In the middle you have the Lexus logo, fully LED taillights, ES300H on the side, no visible exhaust, but pretty cool trim right at the bottom. Now we have a power trunk, which again it's not available on the Camry. Let's open it up and let's see how much room we have for cargo, and that is about 17 cubic feet, which is quite a bit. We have some goodies in here, like a first aid kit, set of floor mats, cargo mat. Right underneath here you have the tools to remove the tire, and right underneath this styrofoam you actually have a spare tire. Let me see if I can lift it up for you. Right there, can you see it? Maybe. There you go. So that's there. Now in case you get locked up in this trunk, you have this release, so you have to jump out of the trunk and run away. And as far as the seats, they do have a full seat that folds down, so no split seats, and you have the pass-through right in the middle. And to close the trunk, press the button. Now let's see what we have for passengers. All right, first of all, the rear door panel, nice. I gotta tell you, I was complaining about one thing in the cameras is that they forget about the rear passengers with having all this hard plastic and the rear panels. Definitely not the case here on the Lexus. Nicely leather wrapped. You have this aluminum looking trim, Mark Levinson stereo. Now that's an option. And right down here you have the window control, a little bit more storage at the very bottom of the door. And check this out. Both seats, driver and passenger, have seat back pockets, and right in the middle you have this vents and USB ports, as well as your regular 12-volt power outlet. Now, a little bump right in the middle. Underneath the seats right here is where the battery hides to maximize the trunk space, so they didn't take anything away from there. Now the seats look really nice, comfortable, they're perforated, and you also have this armrest right here with the cup holders and the pass-through into the trunk, which you can lock if you're using a valet service. Now let me see if there's any room for passengers. And as you can see, I have a little bit of room in front of my knees. I'm 6 feet tall. This front seat is adjusted to my regular driving position. So as you can see, I have some headroom, probably about an inch, inch and a half. Plenty of shoulder room. Seats are nice and comfortable. That's what's going on in the back. Let's move on to the front. And if you like the color of this Lexus, they call it the Matador Red Mica. Looks awesome. Let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. Solid 10 out of 10. And the front door panel, similar to the rear one, you have the Mark Levinson stereo, 3 memory seat settings. You have the window mirror lock controls, a little bit of storage down below, and then you have the Lexus on the scuff plate. As you can see, seats, of course, they have the power controls, nicely profiled. They're heated, they're ventilated. I'm going to check this out. I love this interior. Before we jump in, let me show you the pedals right here. They're aluminum with rubber stubs so your feet don't slip. And this interior is cool. Not only cool, like in cool as far as the technology, but also cool because of the AC. Can't wait to get inside of it. All right, all right, all right. Now, you still think it's a dressed up Camry? It looks completely different, so much better in my opinion. It has this new Lexus interface right here, and they didn't eliminate the clock, which looks so elegant and great. Now, if you're looking at the dashboard right here, you'll see that you'll have this leather wrapped top of the dashboard, aluminum trim piece. You also have this aluminum looking trim going across it. You can choose different trims as well. And then right on top, you have the head-up display. Now this, you can't probably see it because it's bright outside, but looking pretty cool. And it's got the similar setup as we've seen on the Lexus IS. Now, I don't mind it at all. I find it pretty cool. This is where you push this to turn off the traction control. On the other side is actually where you change your different gear modes, and it shows up right on the screen. So you have the Sport Plus, Sport, Eco, and that is it as far as the drive modes. Let's take a look at the steering wheel itself. It is super nice. It's right thickness, it's the right size. You have the F Sport at the bottom, a Lexus in this satin polished aluminum. I'm not even sure what to call this color. I'm just going to show it to you. And then the buttons are not piano black. A huge plus in my books. On the left hand side right here, you check out, you see what's going on in the instrument cluster. You also have your voice control and the volume control, as well as your phone button. On the other side, you have your cruise control, adaptive cruise control, different modes as far as the stereo. And behind it, you'll have the pedal shifters. Now, this is CVT transmission, so I think this might be a regen. We're going to check that out while driving, actually. So let's take a look at this. Now, this is a similar setup with this floating dial as we've seen on the Lexus IS. So first of all, on the left-hand side, you can see the driver's info, and see, told you, floating dial, pretty cool, right? You have the temperature on one side, you have the gas gauge on the other side. Let's open this up. So in the middle, you see the miles per hour. So this is your speed, car in miles per gallon. Now it gives you a warning that the traction control was off as I turned it off. And then we can scroll down in here and see what else we have. Driver info 1, 2, energy monitor, this is for your hybrid system, G-force setting, tire pressure, blank screen, back to driver info 1. Now, there's not a whole lot of customization here, but I do like this a lot, this design of it. And then you have this 12.3-inch screen. Now, we've seen this system on the newer Lexus and Toyota models. Cancel this setup right now. And so you have the ability to get the navigation. This is a subscription cloud-based navigation, so you just got to keep it in mind that if you're in a no service area, that navigation won't work. As far as your media, you have the FM, AM, Sirius XM, and of course your phone, Bluetooth media, etc. You have the wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. As far as your vehicle, here's your settings for climate control. Go back here. As far as the comfort, you have the heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and that's, you can set it up for both driver and passenger if you'd like to, so that's a nice feature. Trip information, history, the vehicle's got about 7 miles or so, so this is for your hybrid system, and that's basically what's going on right now. We are using mainly the combustion engine right now because it turned on after a while. But that's going to tell you where that energy flow is. So settings, personal info, Bluetooth devices, general notification, Wi-Fi display, sound media, vehicle, customized. Let's see what we have here. This is as far as the lights control, door control, auto lock, shift from park, unlock, shift to park, boarding and exit, seat slide, steering column tilt. That's another thing that you won't find on the Camry is the power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which is a really nice feature. Also, that exit is super cool. When you open the door, the seat slides back all the way to the end, so you can get easier access in and out of this vehicle. Right here, this is your infotainment system, pretty cool. Take a look at the rear view camera. All right, so we have the 360, and this is your rear view camera. Now, can you take a look at the front camera? This is the top view, and here's your rear view wide, rear view narrow. This is what we have. There is a front view camera. Now, you can also disable or enable the trajectory lines, and it's pretty cool because you can see them from the top as well, and that shows you the path that the vehicle is going to take, which is really important as far as the safety feature. So nice quality. Check this out. Get closer, you can see all the pebbles in this parking lot, so very nice and good quality as far as that. And what else do we have? So let's put it back in park. Down here at the bottom, you have no CD player. I think this is the first year that I actually got rid of the CD player. So sorry for those of you who like your compact discs. Well, you have to digitize them and actually play them, you know, via Bluetooth or something. So here's your climate control. All right, so you can adjust your settings here, automatic. You can turn them off, adjust the fan speed, different vent settings, and here is your actual buttons for the radio, media, seek, track, and you have the power and volume as well as the tune knob right here. This is all nice in the same color as the Lexus. Power button right here, and then you have the e-brake down below. You also have your ventilated heated seats, heated steering wheel, a sunshade in the back. Check this out. Done. See, you won't having the sun shining at you and the back. And right down below, here's your holder for your phone, but this is not your wireless charger, that's somewhere else. Now you have the cup holders right here. Let's see, this opens up. Yep, there's a little thing that opens up right here. You have the USB Type-C port. Pretty cool. I like that they have this standard shifter over here. And you have, of course, your regular parking, reverse, neutral, drive, and the sport mode right here. Hold for your brakes, EV mode, and here's your charging station. Now you can open this, see what we have down here. All right, so you have more stuff inside of this cargo compartment, 2 USB Type-C, and you also have the 12-volt power outlet. Let's see if it opens the other way. Yes, it does. It opens up both ways, like we've seen on other Lexuses. And this camera just got wild in here for a second. All right, we're almost done with the interior portion. Looking up on top, you see the mirror with the HomeLink system, as well as you have your power moonroof control. Now, the moonroof is the regular size. This is not a panoramic moonroof. And then you have your light control, as well as illuminated mirrors right in those sun visors. And this is the interior of this 2024 Lexus ES300H with sport handling. Now let's see how it handles. Before I put it in gear and we'll take it for a spin, let's do a couple things. First of all, I want to tell you, and I can't play it for you, unfortunately, I want to tell you, I was sitting here for a little bit waiting for my camera to cool down and listening to this Mark Levinson stereo. What a difference. What an incredible sound system that is right here. This is an upgrade, definitely worth the money. And I'm not a big audiophile, but I felt the difference as far as the sound. So that's one thing. I can't play it to you because YouTube's going to copyright the music and, you know, get a ding on my channel. The second thing is the gas mileage. 43 on the expressway, 44 in the city, total combined 44. Of course, it's an incredible, it's a great gas mileage for a vehicle this size. And now let's get to pricing, and don't get too excited because you get a lot of more features on the Lexus than you get on the Camry, but it starts up at about $10,000 more than the Camry Hybrid X SE, which is the highest trim level available on it. So it starts at $44,590 for the regular ES300H. If you want the luxury, that's going to give you more amenities, including the 14-way power adjustable driver's seat, quilted semi-aniline leather trimmed interior wood trim with ambient lighting. You're going to go up to $49,760. Those prices include the destination, by the way. 300H Ultra Luxury. That's going to give you quilted semi-aniline leather, a trimmed interior power trunk with a kick sensor and head-up display, $53,480. And the one that I'm sitting in right now, it's the sport handling. There's also a sport design. Sport design will give you basically the looks of the sport handling, but I won't give you the adaptive suspension. It won't give you the bolstered, heated, and ventilated front seats. So definitely, and won't give you that performance-inspired instrumentation. That's what we have in here. This, by far, is my favorite trim. It starts at $50,885. The one that I'm sitting at right now, guess what? $57,000. And I'm going to list all the equipment that's included on this tester right here. Well, let's see if the F Sport Handling truly is a sport handling. Before we take it on the road, I want to check out the turning radius right here. And since we have this empty parking lot, let's check it out. Steering wheel all the way to the right, and let's do a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parking spaces to turn it around. Not bad. Basically in line with its class, that's for sure. This vehicle is incredibly quiet on the interior, and I have it in the Sport S. It's the Sport Plus mode, which supposedly this is going to be the sportiest mode available on the Lexus ES300H. 215 horsepower is not a lot, but let's see how it takes off. Here we got that little boost of power, and right there. All right. So it's nice, it's very linear power delivery. There's nothing, you know, too exhilarating about it. And let's see if we have any of the body roll here. You know what, it's a lot stiffer than I would expect it from the ES as far as handling, which is a good thing. Now, you know, it's built on the same global architecture K as Toyota Camry, as the electric vehicle that Toyota, Lexus, and Subaru make. So it is a rigid front-wheel drive chassis. All right. Now, I wasn't too impressed with the Camry. I think it was a little bit too boaty, but with the F Sport handling, if they put it like, you know, on the TRD Pro even, if they put this adaptive dampers, that would stiffen up that suspension, that would correct a lot of issues that I had with that vehicle. But so far, it's not available on the Camry, it's available on the Lexus. So if you like a little bit more of a sportier feel, well, that's definitely it. Now, one thing that I didn't mention, that the Lexus ES300 or the Lexus ES is available with 3 different engine choices. Okay, so that is an ES250, that's a regular 4-cylinder engine. There's a 300H, which is the 4-cylinder with a hybrid, and then there's a ES350. Now the ES350 shares the same engine as the Camry V6, and for some reason produces 1 horsepower more, 302 horsepower. That's what I want to test out as well, to see if it's going to kind of give you that complete package. But I can tell you, looking at this gas mileage, that 44 sounds really, really tempting with today's gas prices. And I think this might be a way to go. Well, of course, if you don't need to race anybody or anything. One thing to mention about the Lexus as well is the superior quality and build of this ES. So much better in my opinion than the Camry. It feels better, it feels more luxurious. As far as the noise, you can hardly hear anything that gets into the cabin of this ES. I gotta tell you, I didn't think I was gonna like this vehicle. I honestly, it's been a while since I've driven an ES, and to me it was at one point definitely a glorified Camry with a few bells and whistles. Now this is like taking it to the next level. This is what a Camry should be, in my opinion, right? No noise coming inside the cabin. You can see those kind of felt liners for the fender wells. You have the noise canceling wheels. You have the noise noise insulation underneath the hood. So you have a lot of things that make this vehicle super nice and quiet. Now the 350, I definitely want to test that out with the 300 horsepower. So the sedans are a dying breed, and there's less and less of them on the road. Now Lexus still has the IS, which is the smallest sporty one. Then they have the ES in both gasoline and the hybrid, as well as the LS. Now I heard that LS is getting discontinued sadly, but you know, unfortunately that's the times we live in, that everybody needs a CUV and SUV, something with more storage space. And there you go. I like how this dial turns red or orange when you accelerate. That really gives you that more sporty feel of this vehicle. Now there's definitely some pick up and go. We're at 50, and I'm gonna check it out from 0 to 60. Once I turn around and go back on this road, there's no traffic coming that way. All right, guys, ready to go? We're at 0, go. And 60. That's actually not bad. Not bad at all. You know, is it going to win in the races? Probably not, but it's definitely got some pick up and go. It's definitely going to be enough to merge in traffic, and I like this suspension. I really do. Now I'm in the toughest setting, right? In the Sport Plus, so this should be really firm. It's firm enough, but it's also luxurious enough so you can enjoy the ride in your luxury sedan. So is it just a glorified Camry? Hell no. I think it's so much more than that. It's better ride quality, it's better sound insulation, it's better design, it's better electronics in my opinion, and it is a truly a luxury sedan, guys. So if you're in the market for one and you're anywhere in Florida, go check out the guys of Lexus of Sarasota. They're a good group of people. They'll help you out with your automotive needs. And if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to hit that little red subscribe button at the bottom of this video. And until then, I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.